Okay, while it is still light outside and this camcorder will work well, I thought I would make a quick little video about two long-lost friends and maybe ask for a little bit of help. You see, a lot of you who have been watching my videos as of late probably have no idea, because most of the things that I have been making videos about centers around my PC and PC laptop collection, of which I have got quite a fair amount. It is complaining about low light right now. But what actually got me started back into collecting computers in 2010 or so was the Apple Macintosh. There's an iMac G3 350 right there. And I picked that up. I have an iMac G3 600 as well that I picked up. And I also have two Macintosh Powerbooks. They are going to be featured in this video, but it will not be very long because unfortunately neither machine works. This unit is a Macintosh PowerBook 180 from 1992. It's been maxed out at 14 megs of RAM. It has, if I remember correctly, a 33 MHz 68030 processor from Motorola. It came to me with a 120 megabyte IBM hard drive. It was running System 753. And everything was fine up until the day when the hard drive quit. It suffered from stiction problems. I was not able to get it working again. I do still have the drive. Both drives from these two machines are sitting up there, which probably tells you all that you really need to know about this video. And it is that, unfortunately, both drives failed. And for those of you that know anything about Apple Macintoshes, know exactly what I'm about to say. It is impossible to find these hard drives. They're 2.5-inch SCSI hard drives. There are adapters out there that will let you use IDE drives. There are adapters out there that will let you use CF cards. They are frightfully expensive. Like, we're talking on the neighborhood of a couple $100 each. It's money that I simply don't have. So I'm making this video. If anybody has a lead, or is sitting on any, 2.5-inch SCSI hard drives for Apple Macintosh computers, I'd love to hear from you. Because I would really like to get at least one of these machines working. This one doesn't have a power supply. At least not a correct power supply, and I've commandeered the power supply for use with my speakers, so it doesn't really have a supply anymore. But here it is. It does still work, as far as I know. These things have not seen the light of day since probably 2013, maybe 2014, so it's been 4 or 5 years since these things have been pulled out of their bags and have had anything done with them. It'd be really nice to get one of them working, because after all, they did rekindle my interest in computers and collecting computers. So there's the 180. Here's the other unit, 520C. Again, it's not in as good condition. This hinge is not exactly perfect anymore, and I can't screw this back into place for some reason. But otherwise, it works. And it was one of the first units with a trackpad. It's got a color display, even though it's only passive matrix. This one I do have the power supply for. So again, people have been, writing in asking me if I still have them. Of course I do. I never get rid of anything that works. But they don't have hard drives. And if somebody has got a lead on a hard drive, even if you don't want to send me one, and frankly I don't really feel that comfortable receiving things through YouTube anyway, but if you know where I can get one for relatively cheap, like I'm saying, about $20 to $50, which is about what they're worth, not the several hundred that people seem to think they're worth, because they're not, I'd love to hear from you. In the meantime, these machines will be going back into their bags, and they will sit in slumber and await, patient awaiting for their turn in the limelight for repairs. Thank you for watching. If you have any comments, feel free to leave them down below, especially if you know whereabouts of Macintosh SCSI hard drives. This is CP666 signing off, and I hope to see you next time. Till then.